today's topic is experiences that make you stronger as a person, and with me is a special guest in the studio. I'll give her the chance to introduce herself, but first and foremost, welcome to the show. Kama kawa, you know I bring you the best of the best. If you're new joining us for the first time, subscribe, like, share, and comment. And just before I continue talking, let me just give my guest a chance to introduce herself before we continue. Cindy, karibu sana to the show.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Karibu.
It's a pleasure having me here. I appreciate.
Yeah, so when you mentioned that you wanted to talk about experiences that make us stronger, do you have those experiences as an individual, or you just want to advise people and educate people? Yeah, just an...
If we are going to do more of an advice to educate, giving a leeway to issues, and at times making people see things in a broader perspective. Yeah.
So first and foremost, you are to introduce yourself, plus your profession, ukitaka. It's not that serious anyway.
Okay. Hello guys, my name is Wangeshi. I'm an accountant by profession, but also I love to motivate people, to advise people, to encourage people, because at the end of the day, we need a listening ear, we need a shoulder to lean on.
Yeah, true. Very much true. So I don't know how you had planned to take us through this, but let me just give you the platform. Yeah. I think that would be really nice.
Okay. Well, there, in life we have a lot of issues that are facing the young people. Issues that some do not talk about. Issues that some people feel that they cannot be understood. And that is how us as the counselors, as we come in.
True.
We come in to listen to you, to try and give consolence, to show you the way forward, and that after all, it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad.
You can continue to shida. Hakutakuwa na any disruption tena.
Okay, no problem. So as I was saying, it's not that serious. Yes, it's serious, but it's not that serious when you get somebody to share, someone who can step in and understand your woes. Yeah. So well, today it's what I will share is broadly based, but today we are going to do we can do it bit by bit.
Yeah.
Bit by bit. We cannot maliza mfupa yote within a short period of time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So today, personally, growing up, life wasn't not that bad, not that good, but I thank God for those experiences, because they made me understand some things in life. So today we'll talk about probably the challenges that us youth face when it comes to you seeking validation, having issues, the broken parts of you, the self-esteem issues. These are issues that people overlook, but it really goes a long way in life. A long way in life, meaning in the aspect of how your social life and also you as an individual. So excuse me.
It's okay.
There
hata nimenotice like una tense alafu una withhold. Unizongea ni Kiswahili, just be free, be comfortable, usiogope, kuna mwenye atakugonga after this. Yeah.
So, as I was saying, there are those issues that us young people face, and kuna zile expectations that are placed by the society, and then you feel there's that pressure for you to meet the society demands and expectations, which probably isn't your time. It's not your, kila mtu na race yake, kila mtu kuna venye Mungu amempangia mambo yake.
True.
So today I will talk about the validations, that social bit, and in conjunction to parenting. Yeah. So as I said, there are some experiences that we go through in life that are not easy.
Yeah, true.
So I'm going to
give on a highlight and talk about them.
Yeah, I'm going to give you just a brief highlight. You see, when we are growing up, we need that love, we need that care, we need the closure from the people that we love most. Probably we cannot say our parents, but the people who you term close to you. And once we lack this kind of closure, there are these gaps that zinakuwa kwa maisha. And then when this person grows up, amefika point, I want to date, I want to settle in marriage, I want to do this, I want to do that. You look for validation because there are those broken pieces of you. You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
There are those broken pieces of you that you didn't get closure while growing up. That love, imagine growing up in an environment where it is hostile. When you enter into a relationship, what will you be expecting?
You behaving differently because you are from an hostile environment.
Yes, but probably you'd be looking for closure from your partner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You'll be looking for closure in your partner, forgetting that probably the person whom you're looking for, mnatafutia closure kutoka kwake, even that person is not yet complete. This person also has his own broken parts of his life, the unhealed wounds that he has in life. So it's good. You see, every time you look at the mirror, when you look at the mirror, you see yourself, and there are questions that one should be asking yourself before to figure kwa the other partner. You see, you ask yourself, whatever I'm looking at, is this reflection hii ndio kenye mimi ninataka kwa mtu mwingine. And once you see that, and you see the negatives and the positives you have, for the positives you give yourself a plus. For the negatives, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do? How am I going to better myself? Not only life revolving around relationships, but also you as an individual becoming a complete person, so as for you to live as in line in your purpose. You get me? Yeah. So at times when you grow up in an environment whereby there is no love, there is no care, at times it becomes difficult for the girl child, and it also becomes difficult for the boy, because the boy has to maintain his frame as a man. If you grow up in a place whereby you have been demeaned, what kind of frame will you have when it comes to having a relationship, or when it comes to you? What kind of projection will you have as a person? So there are those vital things that I narrow down to parenting, and I us as young adults, forever will not remain ladies.
True.
Forever the young guys will not remain
Young men.
young men. At some point they will become fathers. At some point we will become mothers. But the question is, before ufike ukue mom, before ufike ukue the dad, there are those aspects of you that have not healed, that you'll be projecting them to your children. You'll be living, you will want your children to live a life that you never lived. And you see, now that is where point of conflict comes in. You get me?
Yeah, and you like making me wonder, these people that moves into like a relationship and they haven't healed completely, are they doing justice to themselves? Because some of us are like, I just need to be there, not because of validation, but because I believe in this thing and because I believe I can heal and work this throughout.
Now the problem comes in whereby, you see, when it comes to relationships and marriages, it's not about it's not about how will I phrase it? It's not about codependency, but about the kind of independence that you have as an individual. You see, so if you're to enter somewhere, don't enter with a mindset that this person nitaingia heal. Work on yourself so that once you're there to give that person, unapatia huyo mtu the 100%, and not the 100% that ya kujazililiwa ambayo wewe. You see, when you have a cup umejaza to the brim, it overflows. So that is ideally what I'm trying to say, that parts of you should have healed by the time unaingia into a relationship, you're stepping into marriage. Things that this is a person from a different background, amekuwa raised totally different with different beliefs, with different kind of mindsets and how to do things. You have your own way of doing things. These are two people coming together to complement each other, but not to argument. Therefore, it's very important for you as an individual to have your own independence, but usikuwa unaingia mahali for codependency. That is where people go wrong. You get me? Yes. Actually, it's true. Marriages work. Relationships do work, because relationships lead to marriages. And it's good to be positive, in as much as in the society it has been deemed that mambo huku kumeharibika nini. I still believe that Mungu ameumbia kila mtu wake na that things will just work out, but at your own pace. Usiende na what the society expects you to do. Yeah, so as I was saying, that marriages or relationships should be based on that unakuwa na independence yako, wewe mwingine unakuwa na independence yako, so when you come together, yani kunakuwa na that interdependency but not codependency, and that is where people go wrong. And unaonanga at times when young people are in the relationships, basically for relationships and marriages, one should there are those trivial things that for me to say that in our work they are good people. There are those basic fundamental things that one has to look out for. And for any relationship or marriage to work, yes, I'm not in marriage, but I'm talking on the relationship bit about it, where I have been. There should be trust, there should be commitment, and a lot more other character loyalty. Loyalty boils down to trust. Once trust is broken, there is nothing to mend. Tunasemanga, I usually say that trust is like virginity. Once it's gone,
you will never get it again.
You never get it back.
True.
You never get it back again. So basically, these issues that ambayo unaonanga people wanakuwa na insecurity issues, these are things that, let me say, ili boil down to the kind of parenting ambayo huyo mtu alipata. Huyo mtu akigrow up, what kind of closure did they have? Unaona? Because I usually tunabonga mkonje samaki angali
mbichi.
Yeah. So when us tukifika at the time that we will become moms, and for those who are going to become dads in future, let's have that, let's have tukue na ile will ya kukua good parents, because once we are good parents, a lot of problems that tunaonanga kwa the society around that revolves around relationships, revolve around a life, boil down to the kind of parenting ambayo mtu alipata. If you grow up in a home ambayo kuna love, automatically, or okay, depending on the character ya, tuseme hata kama mtu ako na kaubaya wake, jua kukosangi kila mtu na character yake, kuna kale, if I grew up in a stable kind of environment, in as much as that tuseme, kuna tumelelewa na single parents, but that, that stability, that closure ambayo unapatiwa na mzazi, either ikue one parent or both parents, Kenya umelelewa ukiona, that is sangine what people tend to give. Unaona? Yeah, if I grew up in a family where there was love, automatically when I'll have my partner, I will know they're supposed to be treated with love. They're supposed to be, again, contrary to that, there are people who've grown up in hostels environment, but mtu anakuwa na that kind of, now that is where the resolution comes in, the turning point that I was telling you. You see, mtu ana grow up in an environment whereby you see, this is not what I want for myself in my life. And once you grow up, you better yourself. Through those experiences, you become a better person. You unajiendeleza mwenyewe, but now this boils down to the kind of people you keep, the kind of mindset you have, the kind of goals, and what you envision for yourself as an individual. Yeah, it's not about the society. Me, I'll always encourage people and tell them that it's not about the society. Let the society think what they want to think, but you as Jenny, I as Oroi, Wangeshi, what do I want with myself? And once you start questioning yourself such questions, and when you look at, I told you, when you look at the mirror and you see the reflection of us, you'll see back you. And if you see that, would you want that as a partner? Do you want somebody mwenye anakaa hivyo venye wewe unakaa? And that is how you start working on yourself, and your value will increase, and slowly by slowly things will work out. Yeah.
That's kind of true. So when we say parenting experiences that some of us have, is because of maybe wrong parenting, and some of us might be good because of good parenting. But now these kind of people that have grown in hostile environments have experienced bad parenting, and outside here they can't really cope very well, or maybe they find the right people and they fuck it or mess it because for them they're used to hostile and toxic environments. How are some ways that can help these kind of people to heal and just be okay and work on themselves?
You see, for you to become a better person, it all boils down to you. Do you want it, or are you okay with that situation? Unajua kuna people who justify it. They're like, mi nakuanga hivi, mi like unaweza kuwa na partner kama huyo kwa relationship and you try to tell this person unaweza badilika hivi. Yes, you see kama hizo those kind of traits that you are saying, mtu ametoka nazo kutoka from those backgrounds vitu ameona, but huyo mtu in one or another, you know, some things zimekuwa part of them. Na ukiwa na huyo mtu kwa relationship and you try to question them, tell them why are you, unaweza jaribu kurekebisha hapa so that you guys can complement each other but not argument. But unasikia mtu anasema mi nakuanga hivi, this is me, if you can't handle it then go. So it boils down to the will power of the person. Is this what I want for myself? And then from there, that is now unaweza saidia mtu. Probably unakuwa na some sessions with them, you know, try to walk them through those traumas, make them accept the situation. Yes, ilikuwa venye ilikuwa, but we move on, we do these things, we move on, tunafanya hivi, kunakuwa hivi, kunakuwa hivi, hivyo. So it boils down to the willpower. You see, I'll give you an example. Wakati watu wanaendanga rehab, when people go to the rehab, okay, saa ingine watu wanapelekanga because situations zinakaa worse, but in as much as hata mtu apelekwe na hana hiyo willpower ya kubadilika, what happens? You find them going back to their old habits, to their old routines. So it boils down to the willpower of an individual. What do they want for themselves? Then once we ask that question, that what they want for themselves, now that is where the counselors, the therapists, they come in, and the relevant people who should be there in your process of change, that is where they come in. It could be an aunt, it could be somebody you look up to, not necessarily a therapist, but that's just an example. But the people who you look up to, that is how they come in the process for change. Yeah.
With the people when you're gonna unhealed wounds, and bado tu wako tu hapa, they're trying and they can't really do anything much to themselves, what piece of advice can you tell them?
Well, there are some situations that are very difficult. There are some experiences that are very difficult in life. Unaweza pata kuna hizi unhealed pieces of somebody. Kama kunaweza pata a lady mwenye aliundergo rape
at a young age.
Na unapata ya kwamba this person akiingia into relationships anaona negativity kwa men. You see, so mtu, you know, vitu kama hizo, those are difficult things to process. Actually, it's very traumatic. You know, some things are done without your consent. It's very traumatic, but what me I usually say, saingine, the first process of you to heal is to accept, you know what?
It happened.
This situation happened. I cannot undo this situation, but I as an individual, will I wallow here? There should be that. Kunakuwa tu na that turning point, and that unakuwa tu na that wake up call, that you know what, you realize, yes, you know, this shit happened, but you need to be strong and move on. Ukijua in mind the other people who've gone. Mi nasemanga at times ukikaa chini, always don't look at like your situation is bad. No, there are other people who are experiencing more worse things that even they don't talk about it. So it's all about, you know, just in as much as it's very difficult, but the first process to healing or acceptance is knowing that it happened, and you know, try and hivyo tu.
Some people end up like cutting their family members or maybe relatives from their parts of life because they feel this kind of people, they just bring in negativity and wounds that are not getting healed, and each and every time they keep on coming, they keep on bringing negativity into their lives. Is it okay for them to cut off family members and relatives and just be themselves, bora tu mtu akwe sawa, and work on yourself?
No, so long as anything inaleta negativity in your life, I think it's good to, you can't cut off family. First thing first, me, I don't believe like, okay, yes, I know, I've heard of scenarios whereby, kuna mtu anakaa mahali, they don't communicate, they don't do things, it has been 10 years plus counting. For at the end of the day, kuna some point mtapata tu kuja kupatana because mnaunganishwa na kitu kimoja ambayo ni damu. Mtakuja tu mtapatana kama si family gatherings. Yani kuna ile tu mambo ambayo itawapata tu, mnakuja tu mnaguzana. So ile tu wosi ambao naweza patiana ni ya kwamba you don't really cut off your family, but you just try. Okay, you can live, yani unaweza maintain boundaries. First thing, maintain boundaries. And then another thing that me personally has also worked for me is, you know what, ninajua a certain person ako hivi na hivi, huyu ako hivi na hivi, so unakuwa na that, at times tunambanga unakuwa book smart, but also we should pray for kukuwa na intelligence ya kuishi na watu na kuelewa ya kwamba huyu ako hivi, huyu ako hivi. So once you know that this person ako hivi na hivi, you will know the kind of limit ya kufanya nini, ya kuingia kwa space ya huyo mtu. Utajua the kind of interaction utafikisha hadi wapi. So me, I don't believe like you can really cut off your family, because to some point, even if not 100%, you will need them even if it's 10%. So me, siaminengi like who cut off family, but me, what I usually say, once you've understood the kind of mtu anakuja na approach na kaji, huyu mtu anakuanga na aura ina kaji, you learn, yani you learn to unakuwa wise, unajua venye utakana hawa watu, because a family is family. You can never do away with family. You can cut off friends, you can cut off your exes, but when it comes to family, I hear people say that so long as kama kuna bad energy, but we acknowledge kuna bad energy, but what do? Try and live in a wise way and maintain your boundaries.
Could you talk to us about forgiving people that have messed us through giving us the wounded health or wounded, I don't know how to put it, but just a bit of it, of how to forgive those kind of people and move forward?
Talking about that, it has reminded me of something. Forgiveness isn't easy, and saa ingine unaweza look back in life and there's this person, probably could be a friend, probably it's a relationship tunaongelelea, na ulikuwa na huyu mtu, ulikuwa na urafiki ukifikiria ya kwamba huyu ndio ule, unaona, but due to ABCD, due to things happen, sengine hamwendani na huyu mtu, probably kunakuwa na misalignment of interests, character, inakuwa tu hamwezi tu hamwezi kuwa tu pamoja, but in the process probably you have invested so much in this person, na by the time kunakuwa na that different, could be even an investment in friendship. If today me and you Jenny become friends, of course we are friends, but if you get to some point whereby I feel this is not okay and I have invested in you as a friend, when you are down, I'm there for you, and you know, showing up and being a good friend at that time, you know, and sengine you feel bit, you know, kuna ile expectation probably you have placed on your friend, and then they go and betray you behind your back, you know, that will leave you with wounds, and you'll feel like, you know, I messed up. I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known better. And you know, that is where forgiveness comes in. But the main question is this: is forgiveness easy? No, it's not.
I feel forgiveness is easy, but forgetting.
Okay, personally for me, forgiveness is, yes, I will forgive you. Yeah, though it's not that easy. But you know, also forgetting at times, let's be real. Tunabanga sijui forgive and forget, but let's be real. There are things you can't forget.
True.
There are things, you know, you can't forget, especially if you had shared moments with this person, you know, investments mlikuwa mmefanya pamoja, mmeside. No, you can't forget. You can't forget those milestones. But me, I usually at times console myself and tell myself ya kwamba, if you forgive, you grow big. If you forgive, you grow big. And once you forgive, you are the one on the winning side. And once you forgive, it's not about knowing the other party, what they will si lazima wajue tuliwasamehe ama kulikuaje. It's for the sake of your peace of mind and for your growth as Jenny, as Caroline. You see?
Yeah.
So forgiving is not easy, but forgiving comes with its own benefits. You grow, you have your own peace of mind. And kama kuna, unajua ukikosa kuforgive, kama kulikuwa na baraka ambayo ilikuwa ikuje mbele yako, because you are holding it, unazuia baraka ambayo ilikuwa ikupate. But once you forgive and you know, just let things be, you open for yourself opportunities that probably you never thought of. Nature has its own way of aligning things for you. So forgiving is not easy, but let's train our hearts to forgive. I wouldn't say about forgetting. Forgetting is not also easy, but once you just accept things and you forgive, mambo ingine tu, you know, accept to that happened, but it's just at the back of your mind. You march on with life.
Not that you forgive and go back to the same thing.
You don't forgive and go back to the same thing. You will be moving in circles.
Yeah.
You will not be making progress in life. If it's something ambayo imekuwa ikupatia stagnation in life, mbono ushindilie umezoelea hapo.
I will repeat that phrase for some people here. For the sake of my friends who are watching this. Just come again.
If you are to, kama mbona urudi mahali ambapo inakupatia stagnation.
There is no growth.
That is why at times we say you forgive, forget,
move on,
and once you forgive, as I said, the opportunities for growth, you better yourself as a person. You get to see things in a different perspectives. You're like, yeah, you know, it happened when it could happen, but you know what, let me just let it be. Kwa hivyo kuna mambo tu zingine, if you know kitu ambayo ilikukwaza moyo, mbona urudi hapo tena? Mbona urudi hapo tena na haikupatii manufaa? All what it deems is to stagnate you.
Let me just take a bit of it. For instance, you forgive and you go back to, maybe in a situation whereby like it's a relationship, you forgive and go back there in the name of maybe this person will change, or maybe you have some hope in this person. Do you think that can really work?
No, Me, I don't think that can work, because why did that person not change wakati mlikuwa na yeye? Mbona hakuona manufaa ya kubadilika wakati mlikuwa na yeye? And should you be the one pushing it? Of course no. It should come from the individual. So hapo, for me, I don't think it really works. For my opinion, mi sioni kama wewe ina work.
Yeah. Any other last thing you'd love to share with our viewers before we end the session? I know we've taken much of their time today.
Okay. Well, I don't have really much to say, but let's look at things as, ukifanya mambo, look at it like it's about not being selfish. Ukisema it's about me, but is it helping you? Is it making you become a better version of you? You see? So let's make decisions that are going to align us as per our purposes, but not making decisions based on the society, what the society deems. And again, life doesn't revolve around relationships. There is more to relationships. Our generation has centered so much mambo kwa relationships. We need companionship. Yes, I agree, but don't do it because Njeri is doing it, because it's working for Njeri, mimi ninafanya. Unaona? So whenever we are doing things, let's do things that align. Let us make decisions that align as per your purpose. You know what you want. When I talk about purpose, how can I narrow it down? As per your purpose, what you have envisioned, your short-term goals. Once you have your short-term goals, you achieve your short-term goals, now it gives you the propelling power to go and work on your long-term goals. You see?
Yeah.
So I would urge us to do things the right way, the way things are supposed to be done, and that will increase your value as an individual. And also, at the time we will become parents, let us have the good kind of parenting to our kids, so that these kids that we nurture, they will become people of value, people of substances in future.
Thank you so much, Wangeshi, for being here. I do not take this for granted. And for you to come here and just talk to us, you've taken your time and effort. I really appreciate so much.
All right.
So guys, thank you so much for staying tuned till the end. If you've enjoyed the session, remember, share and also comment. You can DM me on my Instagram at @IamMaga. Let us know what you expect us to do more and to enhance this communication effectively. See you again next time. Bye.